You won't notice it happening. Not in a single day, not even in a single year. But one morning, you'll wake up realizing this isn't the life you wanted, and the worst part? You built it. Slowly, quietly, through habits that looked harmless. They didn't feel wrong, they felt normal. But somewhere between, I'll do it tomorrow and I'm just tired today, you lost momentum. You stopped growing, you started settling. Every year, millions of people promise themselves change, new goals, new plans. But they repeat the same invisible mistakes that keep them stuck in the same loop. And when they finally look back, it's already too late to get those years back. But not for you. Not yet. In this video, we're uncovering 7 things you must stop doing right now. Habits that quietly destroy your focus, confidence, and future. Some might sound harmless, even productive. But by the end, you'll see exactly how they've been silently shaping your life and how to finally take control back. Stay till the end because number 7 isn't just relatable. It's the one mistake almost everyone is still making, including you. Chapter 1. Seeking validation instead of growth. There's a reason social media feels addictive. Every like or comment hits the same reward center in your brain as sugar or gambling. And soon, you're not doing things for yourself. You're performing for approval. You start reading books, hitting the gym, posting achievements, not for the love of it, but for recognition. And here's the problem. Validation is rented confidence. It disappears the moment people stop clapping. You can't build a strong identity on applause. If you chase validation, you'll live your life constantly auditioning, changing your opinions, your dreams, even your personality to fit what gets approval. Instead, learn to act without the audience. Do things that no one will ever see, like writing thoughts you'll never post or practicing skills without sharing progress. Because when you stop seeking approval, your actions start coming from power, not fear. The goal isn't to be seen as confident. The goal is to be confident, even when no one's watching. Chapter 2. Romanticizing potential instead of progress. We love potential. We love saying, if I really tried, I could do it. It's comforting because it keeps our self-image intact without requiring action. But here's the truth. Potential unexpressed is just wasted energy. Many people prefer dreaming of success over the pain of earning it. They live in mental simulations of what could be, instead of doing the work to see what will be. Every hour you spend imagining your future instead of building it strengthens the illusion that you're moving forward when you're standing still. Don't fall in love with who you could be. Fall in love with the version of you who shows up daily, even imperfectly. Take messy action, build ugly drafts, launch unfinished projects. Because the gap between I could and I did is where 99% of people disappear. Stop romanticizing your potential. Start testing it. Chapter 3. Living in preparation mode. You tell yourself you're getting ready. You research, you plan, you tweak your setup, but months go by and you still haven't started. It feels productive. It feels safe. But preparation mode is often disguised fear. Fear of being judged, fear of imperfection. Psychologists call it avoidance through control. Your brain tricks you into endless planning because it gives you a false sense of progress. But real progress only starts when you risk doing something badly. Think about the person who spent a year researching cameras but never filmed a video. The one who filled notebooks with business ideas but never launched. The cure is simple but uncomfortable. Start before you're ready, even if it's messy, even if it's not perfect. Perfection doesn't come before you begin. It comes because you began. Ask yourself, what's one thing I could do today badly just to start moving again? Because waiting for the right time is how you run out of time. Chapter 4. Confusing distraction for rest. You're tired, so you scroll, you binge, you escape. But hours later, you don't feel rested. You feel drained. That's because you didn't rest. You distracted yourself. And distraction doesn't recharge you. It numbs you. Real rest restores energy. Distraction only steals focus. You can't recover from mental exhaustion by feeding your brain more noise. Imagine your mind as a phone. Scrolling is like having dozens of apps open. Nothing loads properly. Rest is closing all tabs and letting the system breathe. Replace passive escape with active recovery, silence, walks, stretching, music, or even boredom. Yes, boredom. Because boredom is the birthplace of clarity. Next time you feel tired, ask, do I need rest, or am I just avoiding something uncomfortable? The difference defines whether you recharge your energy or leak it further. So, stop mistaking distraction for rest, because the more you try to escape your tiredness, the deeper it grows. Chapter 5. Surrounding yourself with drainers. You can't rise surrounded by people who expect you to stay the same. But most of us do. We cling to comfort circles that quietly sabotage growth. Maybe it's the friend who mocks your goals, the coworker who gossips more than they grow, the person who always complains but never changes. Energy is contagious. Spend enough time with drainers and you start mirroring their patterns, their laziness, their fear, their excuses. You don't owe loyalty to people who make you smaller. It doesn't mean you cut everyone off. It means you protect your environment like your mind depends on it. Because it does. Look for people who challenge you, not just comfort you, who reminds you of your potential, not your past. Here's a rule. If someone drains you every time you meet them, that's not friendship. That's a habit you need to quit. Chapter 6. Measuring life by speed, not direction. Everyone's in a rush. You see others succeed and feel like you're behind. But being fast doesn't mean you're moving forward. Sometimes it means you're spinning in circles. Speed feels exciting. Progress feels quiet. We live in an age where slowing down looks like failure, but it's often the smartest move you can make. Think of a plane that takes off quickly in the wrong direction. The faster it goes, the further it gets from where it should be. Don't confuse movement with momentum. Measure life not by how fast you go, but by how aligned your direction is. Ask yourself, am I moving towards something I care about, or just away from discomfort? The goal isn't to do more. It's to do something meaningful. Slow down, recalibrate, choose direction over speed, because a slow climb on the right mountain beats a sprint up the wrong one. Chapter 7. Ignoring the quiet signals. Your body whispers before it screams. Your mind gives hints before it breaks. But you've learned to silence those signals with caffeine, noise, and endless "I'm fine." Ignoring your internal warning signs doesn't make you strong. It makes you fragile. Burnout, anxiety, regret. They don't appear overnight. They're just the delayed effects of ignored whispers. Learn to notice the small things. The sigh after a conversation, the tension before work, the excitement you've lost for what used to matter. These are clues from your future self, trying to warn you. Rest when you're tired, not when you collapse. Reflect when you're confused, not when you've lost direction. Your inner signals aren't weakness, they're wisdom in disguise. Listen before life forces you to. Here's the truth. Your life doesn't fall apart in one big decision. It decays in tiny, unnoticed habits. And those habits are being shaped right now, as you watch this. If you stop even one of these 7 things, your future shifts course. You reclaim time, energy, clarity, and most importantly, control. So start today. Do one small thing differently tonight. Close the tab early. Go for that walk. Say no to that draining conversation. It doesn't take a big change to change everything, just one choice repeated daily. Because the difference between too late and still possible is usually one decision you were too tired to make. If this video helped you see yourself a little clearer, share it with someone who needs the same wake-up call. And subscribe. Not for motivation, but for reminders that keep you awake while the world stays on autopilot. Your future is built one stopped habit at a time. Start with this one.